Hello and good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is Waking Up with Waffles, the series where we get up super early in the morning and chat with y'all and play video games. Today we are doing Monster Hunter Wilds. As you can see, we are new and improved with new lighting, so you can see me in all the glorious 4K. So glad to have you all here. Glad to see you all, and happy third day of Lent. Yeah, I think third day is the correct dayage. So happy third day of Lent. Don't forget, today is a no meat day. So no meat. Or you can be like me and go vegetarian.
That's right.
I thought it would be impossible, but here we are. We did it. So, you know, that's an option too. Not saying you have to, just saying that is an option. As you can see, we are skipping through the story, as we have many times complained about. The story in this game is just way too long, so I've reached a point where I'm just skipping it. I lost interest. I no longer care. So I feel bad. I know people put time and effort into writing said story, but I'm done. I'm done with the story. I'm just ready to hunt monsters. In fact, we were just gonna go hunt some monsters, but I need a little bit of ore from this area, apparently, to forge the weapon that I want. So we need to do a little bit of, what do you call it? A little bit of harvesting, a little bit of actual not playing the game, so that I can gather up a little bit of things that I need. So that's what I'm going to do today. We are going to harvest all the things so that I can build a new, better, and improved weapon. What are you up to today? Leave it in the comments below. Always happy to chat with everyone and say good morning and help you all wake up. It is 5 a.m. where I am, which is far too early. I should still be asleep, but ever since I turned like 25, the second I got old, it's, oh boy, 4 a.m., time to get up, because that's what you do when you're old. You get up at 5 a.m. Miriam, good morning. Hola, how's it going? What's got you up this early on Friday morning? No, I don't want to fight you, dude. I don't want to fight the bird. I'm looking for ore. I need ore. And bones. We'll take some bones. Bunny, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Feel free to explain why you are up at 5 a.m. on a Friday. Hopefully it's not like me and you're old. Why are you playing games and not studying? What am I studying for? Is it test day? Because I still do have that dream. My wife and I were just talking about this, actually. How many of y'all who have graduated? Dad's here. Good morning. Morning, Rick. How's it going? My wife and I were just talking about this, that like one of those dreams that never goes away is like that dream of school and that first job. So even though neither of us have been in school for a very long time, we still have that dream where, like, oh, your counselor has come up to you and said that due to a problem, you never actually graduated high school because you didn't actually pass this last class. So we need you to come back to high school for 1 semester so that you can actually get your high school diploma. That is still one of those dreams that pops up every now and then. Should be going to university and get an education. So I actually have a bachelor's degree, and I have been toying with the idea of going back and getting my master's degree recently. That has been a thought I have. I thought about going and getting a master's in theology. Has kind of been on my mind. So I did manage to get my bachelor's degree. Is this the new Monster Hunter? Yes, this is the new Monster Hunter Wilds. Came out about 2 weeks ago. It has had some problems. I made a video about it. If you're interested, check out my channel on that. It has definitely had some performance issues. It has definitely had some controversy, but it is still a fun game, and it is still a game that I enjoy. But there definitely has been some flaws on the game, so buyer beware on that. Okay, that's what we need, some Fusium ores. We need 2 more Fusium ore. And then we need to go hunt down something else. Don't waste your money on University or on Monster Hunter. I know Master's Degree, that's my worry, is that like a lot of people have told me that they got their Master's Degree and that they kind of regret it because they never ended up using it. So that has definitely held me back from getting my Master's. My boyfriend's not getting it, but he'll show me gameplay of it at some point when he buys it himself. There's definitely, like, if you wait to get this game when it's on sale, hopefully by then there will be a few patches for the game, and that will make the performance better, because that's like the #1 complaint is the performance. So definitely nothing wrong with waiting for the game to get a little bit better before you go and do that. Don't waste the money on theology, and that is a fair point. You know, if I got my master's in theology, chances are I would not actually use it for a job, so it would be one of those things where, like, you put all that money into it for a degree you're not going to end up using. That does end up being a waste of money. I just enjoy, of course, Catholicism and theology as a whole, so it's one of those things that, you know, thanks to my dad who is watching. Hi, Dad. You know, being a student for life, always learning something more, always pushing yourself to better yourself. So I wouldn't consider that portion to be a waste of money, but I definitely understand the idea of paying a lot of money for a master's degree you don't plan on using isn't exactly the smartest choice one can make. I do understand that. My boyfriend can't buy it because he's going to school to be a game designer. That is excellent. Great to hear. I thought when I was in high school, I thought that I wanted to be a game designer, so I took a class on C++, and I programmed 2 games in C++. I programmed a game called Chase, which it's not my original game, so it's not impressive. We basically were just making a basic kind of Pac-Man clone, and a couple other games. And I learned in that semester of C++ that I could never be a game designer. I despised programming, so I learned very quickly I did not have the I was not built to be a game programmer. So my mom got her master's degree in education, I think. That is always needed. Of course, we always need more educators, but that is a tough profession to get into, I have heard. I do not think that I have the fortitude to be a teacher. That you got to be built different to be a teacher. So that is excellent, though. That is very excellent too. We always need more educators. We always need more people in academia studying, doing all those sorts of things. So, you know, I wouldn't mind, though, if I got my master's degree in theology, if I could work for, like, a local church or something, but you know, it's one of those things where how many of those jobs actually exist? I know a lot of them work on, like, a volunteer basis or, like, a part-time, so being able to, like, support your family and do all those things, I don't see it being able to do that. Doing a 4-year online college right now to be a game designer, possibly getting into the Valorant team. Valorant is one of those games that I've missed, actually. I hear people talk about Valorant and how good Valorant is, but I've never actually played Valorant, so I actually don't know anything about it. It's one of those, like, popular games that I just happen to not get on board with. Oh, my music's a little loud. There we go. Be working at McDonald's, not gonna lie. I mean, I know people like to rag on McDonald's workers, but if nobody worked at McDonald's, nobody would be there to serve you McDonald's, right? So, like... Oh, boy. I'm stuck in the wrong place. I'm in a bad place. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, we just barely made it to safety. Sister's being a math teacher and minor in theater teacher for high school. I loved doing theater when I was in high school. I appreciate that program. So yeah, I'm on board with, you know, everyone should make a living wage. I'm on board with, you know, not, if someone wants to work at McDonald's or has to work at McDonald's, then, you know, good for them for getting a job, getting out there and working, and hopefully we can make that a good experience for everyone involved, you know? Teachers are a foundation of society? Definitely. Get a master's degree in education. You know, I wouldn't necessarily mind that, but like I said, I don't think I'm cut out to be a teacher, so... Now, researching all day, I could probably do research. I could do, like, the academia part of it. I don't mind that. Alright, we're frozen in place. It's okay. We can take this. Ooh, did not get my shield up in time there. That's okay. Alright, let's blow a hole in his leg. Charge it up, and bam! Teachers and nurses are hugely underrated. Nursing is another one of those things. I appreciate nurses. Definitely appreciate nurses. I could never work in the medical field. I'm way too... I hate needles too much. I'm way too squeamish. I could not do doctoring or nursing or anything like that. But I'm very happy that people can do that. I'm very happy that those people exist in our society. Although there is a meme, and I have noticed this meme to be true, that for some reason, like, all the nurses were the meanest girls in high school, and like all the mean girls that I knew in high school did end up becoming nurses. So I know it's one of those things where, like, maybe art imitates life, but there definitely does seem to be the mean girls becoming nurses. We hate needles, do radiology. I mean, I definitely know that there are some professions out there who, or parts of medical, you don't have to give people shots, right? That's a small portion of the medical practice. There's definitely plenty more. So you are right on that. However, if I were to be a teacher or a doctor or a nurse, I could not be an influencer, and then you would miss out on this wonderful content at 5 o'clock in the morning. So really, is it worth the trade-off? I don't think so. Because wouldn't you rather be waking up with waffles right now? Mom was a teacher for 20 years, now she works in a different field of education. Unfortunately, with all the stuff going on with, like, the Department of Education and all that, I am seeing more and more people who are saying that they are, 20-year teachers, 30-year teachers who are giving up the teaching life to go do something else because of administration or other things that are frustrating or pain points with the job. And, like, every job is going to have pain points, right? Like, there's no such thing as a job that's not going to give you pain points, but I definitely understand that they have more than the average person in some regards to that. Now I'm looking to play this game. My boyfriend's gonna love this game once he's able to afford it. It is, I would say it's unlike anything else. I know some people compare it to Dark Souls, and I'm not a fan of calling it a Souls-like game. It definitely is in its own league of what it is. I really want to get someone made a book for this to convert this game into Dungeons and Dragons, and I definitely think that a Dungeons and Dragons game where you're going out and jumping and climbing on giant monsters and then turning their body parts into your weapons for the next hunt sounds like a lot of fun, so I really want to play that as well, but I don't consider it a Dark Souls game. Go and research neurodivergence. Bubble's here. Good morning, Bubble. You made it. Friend who's going to medical and dropped out because it's too hard. My cousin understands because now she's doing nursing school right now. Neurodivergence is a field that definitely needs more study. I have a lot of sympathy in that area because I went and got myself an anxiety disorder thanks to my old employer who I used to work for. The amount of stress and everything that was there caused me to have some issues that have forever changed the way that I interact with the world, and that is a huge frustration and cross to bear. All right, Dad, thanks for dropping by. Have a good morning. Oh, can't wait to see the pictures on Polar Steps where you're heading out to and what you're doing today, so have a good day. You know, we went to Ash Wednesday was, of course, this Wednesday. And so we went to services, and there were so many people there, and like there were so many people with standing room only. We got there early enough that we had seats, but we gave up our seats for a couple families with kids to make sure that they had seats because it was the right thing to do. And I was just standing there awkwardly in a sea of people, and there were just so many people that it was giving me an anxiety attack. And like I feel so much for the people who actually have to deal with that like on a daily basis, because mine's pretty mild, so I couldn't imagine what it's like to actually live with that every single day. Crazy, you made it. Kiddo was up half the night with a stomachache. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully he gets better. ASD is a pretty exciting field right now. They're looking into synaptic pruning, 2 to 10 years, a lot of findings. All I want to do is something with animals, since my boyfriend's going to be a video game designer, probably going to be a VTuber who stays at home mom. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I know a lot of people want to work with animals, but I also know a lot of people will tell you, like with vet work and such, that it sounds like a dream job, and then you end up actually working with animals every day, and that is having to see sick animals, having to see abused animals, having to see hurt animals, having to put animals down, having to watch families lose their loved ones, and like that will quickly destroy any passion you have for that field. So it's one of those things where I think it sounds great in theory, but I understand in practice it definitely has its downsides. So consider it a blessing and a curse if you can't get into a field of working with animals. Now I'm kind of curious to ask my mom about that just a little. Ask her if anyone else on our team was a teacher and worked as long as she did. It's one of those things, it's one of those fields I've noticed. You're either a teacher for like 2 years and then you burn out and go do something else, or you're a teacher for 50 years, beloved by the administration, and you're forced to retire when you're like 90 years old. Like it's an all or nothing sort of thing. People are either there for life or only there for a few weeks. Your boyfriend's played his fair share of Souls games. I'm not a Souls gamer. I am awful at Souls games. I do not enjoy them. But if he enjoys them, I mean, he definitely will enjoy Monster Hunter. But it's a great game, though. It is truly unlike any other game. I truly enjoy how unique it is. He just needs to poop. The solution to that, I am not a pediatrician, so, you know, grain of salt.
Yep.
Cup of coffee with a couple scoops of Metamucil in it. That is the solution to that one. What's great about anxiety disorders is the is that amygdala is highly plastic, so there's a lot of potential for improvement with the right intervention. Interesting. I know absolutely nothing about that field. This is what I need. Gracium now. Where do we find Gracium? Let's Google it. How to get Gracium ore in Monster Hunter Wilds. Ice Shard Cliffs.
You know where to find me.
Alright. To the cliffs. We need 3 pieces of Gracium to make the new weapon that we want. So, let's do it. Oh, let's see here. I also heard, I don't know why your puking emoji reminded me, but, ooh, new monster, a blonde. I've never seen that monster before. What are you? Some sort of ice baboon. Okay, well, we might have to fight one of those. Not right now. We're hunting for ore, but that is cool. Taco Bell announced we are getting a new Baja Blast this summer. We are getting a grape-flavored Baja Blast that should hopefully be like Mountain Dew Pitch Black. So, very excited for that. Very excited for the Mountain Dew Pitch Black. Kind of excited for my boyfriend to get this game and watch him play it. Just hang out, and I'd watch him play video games all day long and just chat. I mean, grab yourself a PlayStation 5. It's multiplayer. You can play together. A couple that hunts together stays together. Something like that, you know? That's Ichium. Calibrite. Okay, that's not what we need. Run before he gets us. Do get anxiety attacks when I overthink. Sometimes it becomes a panic attack. I've heard this. I've never actually tried this, but I hear people swear by it all the time that if you get panic attacks, then all you need to do is buy yourself a pack of like super sour warheads, and when you feel a panic attack coming on, just pop a warhead into your mouth, and the sour will like shock your system into snapping out of it. I don't know if that actually works, but I've heard people say it. I wish it worked. It would be nice to be able to just like, hey, okay, panic attack's coming. Nope, not today, panic attack. Let's see, this is not what we need. We are looking for ore. Ore. Bursts of things. There's honey. Grab the honey. Hello, big monsters. I don't want to fight. I just want my Gracium. Just trying to find a job right now. Good luck on that. The job hunting right now is, to quote Peggy Hill, the job hunting right now, in my opinion, is the worst that it has ever been. It is awful out there to do job hunting, because there's so many like ghost jobs where all these employers are like, yeah, we'll put a posting up. We're not actually going to hire anyone, but we'll say we're hiring, you know, just in case anything comes along that we do want to hire. But for the most part, it really does feel like they just open up a bunch of fake jobs and don't actually have any intention to hire anyone, and that is such a frustrating experience. When I got laid off, I was looking for a job for probably 6 months. Hundreds of applications, and I finally got one call back. Like, it takes so much effort just to get one call back.
Oh, hey, do you happen to we've been to cut weed? All right. Oh, I'm more.
That's a technique called deflection. It works when you first are mindful of a trigger of the panic attack, but I believe the best case scenario is CBT plus drug if needed.
Yes.
Nothing, I don't think any home remedy is ever gonna beat actual medication, right? Like, very hard to beat actual medication designed to fix things. He's trying to get me into video games, but I barely dove into the Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you're not a big gamer, there are so many people who have gotten into gaming through the wonderful world of cozy games. So, Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, anything in like the cozy genre is a great way to dip your toes into the world of gaming. So give one of those a go. Plus, Stardew Valley is one of the greatest games made of all time, and you can pick it up for like $5 on sale. You can even get it for like on your phone if you just want to play on your phone without needing like a dedicated system or anything. So that is the way I've seen a lot of people get into video games. Monster Hunter would probably be a really hard one to start. I would not recommend Monster Hunter to be someone's first video game. It is not super difficult. You'll see a lot of people post like that the game is too easy. That the first couple hours are pretty easy, but it definitely does ramp up in difficulty. And if you've never like used a controller or anything like that, it will be an experience. Oh, someone's writing. Okay, I was wondering why he wasn't attacking. Alright, let's charge up my big blast. Okay, it's ready. See if we can get the stake in him at the right time. Try again. We want to get the stake in him just as he knocks over so we get full damage. There we go. Okay, let's blast his crown off his head. Once again. Again. Boom. Blowing that crown off. Home remedy is the optimal outcome. Long-term medication use is an iffy topic, but it's supposed to be okay, but no doctor enjoys having to treat a chronic condition. And that is definitely true too, right? If you can cure the issue as opposed to having to treat the issue, that is always a better outcome, is to fix the source of the problem rather than treat the symptom of the problem, right? No way, it's multiplayer. Yes, I have a PlayStation. I dual share with him on his account, so I download a game he has. Oh, another great game I've heard. I haven't actually played this one. Split Fiction just came out. It's made by the same developers who made It Takes Two, which was a wonderful co-op journey game. Any game like that, Brothers, A Way Out, those were all really good games too. Let's see, my food wore off, so let's take a second mid-fight here to eat a well-done steak. Because that is clearly a priority while the monster is raging, you know. Alright, we'll blast his foot. Nope. That was bad timing. That was really bad timing. That was a really bad play on my part. Okay. Let's back up. Drink again. Back in it. All right, going on to phase 3. Let's sharpen our blade. Welcome back, Bubble. Nice. We staked him right in his armpit. Speaking of steak, okay, this is gonna be one of those weird. This is gonna be one of those really weird tangents. So, steak reminded me of staking a vampire, which reminded me of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which put me onto the CW. So, speaking of CW, someone posted a leak of the live-action Powerpuff show that the CW had ordered that is now canceled, so we'll never actually get it. But they were in the process of making it, and they were showing off what they had so far. And the live-action Powerpuff, holy cow, was that abysmal. If you want a good laugh, go look that up today. The live-action Powerpuff Girl leak. I am so glad that show got canceled. Took me and my boyfriend over a year to find a job, and he only had that job for a few months. It is rough out there for finding a job, especially if you want a job that has, like, if it has good hours, pays you good, and benefits. It's one of those pick two, you can't have all three kind of situations, right? Come on. There you go. Alright, let's break his crown. That's one. Again. Another one. Job market for normal college degrees sucks. If you want an easy job to get into medical coding, sonography, radiography, medical coding. The more people who can work from home, the better off. Work from home is such an underrated thing. Like, people don't know what they're missing until they actually go and work from home and see, like, the amount of free time that you have when you're not commuting for an hour every day and having to go and do all those things is incredible. Oh, man, that just caused my system to lock up. The whole thing crashed. Oh, Monster Hunter and the crashes. This is why I'm recommending for people to wait to get the game, because this is so many crashes. All right, let me see if I can fix this. Bear with me. Not a huge Stardew Valley person. My sister really likes that game. I agree. Stardew is the best, but I understand why it's not for everyone, right? Like I understand why not everyone is interested in that type of game. Can you guys see me at all? Like, my system says that my camera's frozen on the most ugly face I ever have made. Is it still showing me, or is it just completely frozen? Can you even hear my voice? Or I guess I should type that out just in case. But please tell me if you can still hear me, if you can see me. I do not know how broken my system is right now. Let's see. I'm still moving and talking. Okay. Good. Moving and talking, but the screen is blank. Okay. Well, let's try and reload in. My boyfriend wants me to play Destiny again. Last time I played Destiny, I tried to finish the whole game in like a week. Destiny is one of those things where like you had to be there, right? If you played Destiny when it first came out, it was something unique, and that it's like the launch of any MMO, right? Like when there's all these people around, it's such a fun experience. Now that it's like 10 years old, like I don't know. I'm over the Destiny craze. I think most people are, except for the lifers. Radiography and coding are 80 to 100 demand for high candidates, especially given the amount of private equity. Oh, I just lost sight of my screen because this is loading in. Bear with me 1 second while I fix this here so I can see what y'all are saying. I appreciate y'all being talkative this morning too. It's very nice. I always enjoy getting to chat with people while I'm playing games. Okay, there we go. I can see y'all again. I will say the worst part about the crashes with Monster Hunter, like, I understand if a game crashes. I understand if it's something happens, but you lose all your progress. Like that monster I was just hunting, I will get nothing for that hunt, so now I have to start all over on that. And that's kind of frustrating. Yeah, play It Takes Two, definitely. So did my screen fix? Can you all see... can you see my screen? Like, is it actually doing anything, or is that still locked up? My stream software apparently is unreliable. It says that everything is frozen, so... Oh, no, I didn't want to fall down here. So tell me if I need to reset that. Other games I'm looking forward to this year. I'm really hoping that Gamefly is going to ship out Like a Pirate, the new Yakuza game. That looks like an absolute silly blast. I cannot wait to play that. So really hoping that one comes today. We also got the new Doom. I gotta tell you, the new Doom, it's got me. So I love Doom. I have a Doom Slayer helmet. I absolutely love Doom. And they are doing a pre-order for the special edition of Doom, and it came with a little Doom Slayer, like, posable figurine. I love figurines, but I'm trying to cut back on unnecessary spending in my life. So I was like, you know what? I don't really need a Doom Slayer figurine. So I'm going to pass. I do not need the Doom Slayer figurine. Then they emailed me and said, "Oh, you don't want a Doom Slayer figurine? Silly us. How about a fully functional, fully wearable, light up Doom Slayer the Dark Ages helmet?" And I gotta tell you, that one's making me pause and be like, ugh, I know I'm not doing wasteful spending right now, but that's kind of a need, right? Like, who doesn't want a light-up Doomslayer helmet that you can actually wear? Like, that's so cool. So, I think they might have got me. I think they might have found my weakness. They might have beat me on that one. Can't wait for my kiddo to be able to play video games, be able to, so I can crush his little dreams with my curated lifetime of skill and agility. Get him into those Pokemon games and do Poke battles and teach him the true meaning of Pokemon battles. Show him why you use status moves. Why your team of 4 Charizards isn't the strongest team ever. Also, okay. That reminded me, talking about my helmet, something came in the mail for me yesterday. I haven't taken a picture and showed you all. I got a freaking cape. A cape came in the mail. It is a Helldivers cape designed to look like one of the capes from Helldivers that matches my Helldivers helmet. So I am now, I would say, about halfway done with a Helldivers cosplay. which is awesome. Break ankles, welcome in. Hello, good morning. So that is next. I need to get my Helldiver's full armor so that we can be a true Helldiver. Where's the next Nuzlocke? I am going to reattempt the blind Nuzlocke challenge for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond here soon. That is definitely on the agenda, is to do that Nuzlocke. And hopefully we'll have a new Pokemon ZA game coming out today. Not today, this year, that will allow me to Nuzlocke that game. That'll be a blast. I am enjoying, I got these Elgato Neo lights, and they look amazing. It actually looks, the key lights look very nice on me. What is Brilliant Diamond? Brilliant Diamond is the remake of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I think that was a DS game. Yeah, they remade it. Most people consider it to be the worst remake that they ever did. I think most people hate it, but I never played Diamond, so I thought it'd be really fun to do a Nuzlocke of the game that I'd never played before, completely blind. I got my butt kicked, so I'm going to try again. And this, I mean, it'll still be blind except for I now know the first gym leader, but that's it. It'll still be blind beyond that. Do you play Roblox? No, I missed out on the Roblox craze. I did not get into Roblox. I see a lot of people talk about it, but I missed out on that one. I should, though, because from what I have heard, a lot of the fun in Roblox is all the custom games, which back in my day, we played Warcraft 3 and StarCraft, and both of those had custom games that people made their own games, and that's where a lot of really fun games came from. Like, the whole tower defense genre has StarCraft and Warcraft to thank for its existence. Dota, League of Legends all started as custom games on Warcraft and StarCraft. Boom! Dex is here. Morning, Dex. I'm expecting to see a remake of X and Y since it's in the same region as ZA. I don't know. Everyone seemed to have their hopes up for, everyone seemed to think that we were going to get a master collection of Pokemon Blue, Yellow, Red, Ruby, Sapphire, Crystal, and Gold, Silver, and Emerald, and that never came to be, so we try not to get our hopes up for Pokemon games around here. Alright, let's see if we can get through this boss fight without crashing, because I need his delicious body parts to turn into a helmet. My friends are trying to get me to play League of Legends. I did the cat character and they've all complained about it. League of Legends, okay, I've told this story before. I was trying to go pro in League of Legends. It took over my life. I was very good at League of Legends. I was pushing into Masters tier, but I had to play it like a full-time job. Like, to be that good required playing every day. I'd get off work, I'd come home, and I would play League of Legends for like 4 or 5 hours, go to bed, get up, go to work, League of Legends. It required so much time and activity. The game is so toxic, and honestly, it's not that fun. Like, anyone who plays League of Legends will tell you that they're not playing to have fun. They're playing to be competitive, and they hate themselves for playing it. It is not worth getting into. I never recommend anyone play League of Legends. Playing Mortal Kombat and watching your stream, that is excellent. I am a fan of Mortal Kombat. I suck at fighting games. I am one of the worst fighting games players of all time. But I do enjoy playing them, except for... Alright, I'm gonna... Unpopular opinion time. As all my loyal viewers know, Waffles is full of the worst opinions known to man. I got Soul Calibur 2. I started playing Soul Calibur 2 on PlayStation 2. Well, I'm playing it on my PlayStation 3, but... So I started playing Soul Calibur 2. And Soul Calibur 2 is one of the most highly rated fighting games of all time. And I'm gonna say, I don't get it. Like, it is not as fun as I remember. I am not enjoying playing Soul Calibur. And I know that is a very unpopular opinion in the gaming world, but I just don't think it's good. The rounds are so fast, it seems so imbalanced, like, I do not understand the hype for Soul Calibur. You're playing the new wrestling game? I have it on my list to rent. I really want to play the new wrestling game. I heard, on the topic of wrestling, I heard that John Cena has turned evil, that they made him into a heel, and there's like a lot of controversy over that. Is that true? Is John Cena now evil? There we go. We ruined Deck's day. It's not a Friday if I haven't ruined someone's day. What do I think of the Elon Musk video game cheating? I mean, it was pretty obvious that he's cheating because it's one or the other, right? Dude is the CEO of like 6 different companies, right? So how can you claim to be the most valuable employee at 6 different companies, changing the world, working all these different jobs, and also have time to be the #1 player of Diablo, right? It's one or the other. You can spend all your time playing Diablo, or you can spend all your time being CEO. There's no way that you're both. And like, that shows me what an immature person that he is. Like, this is something I've talked about a great deal, that like, I don't think video game accomplishments are something that's worth bragging about, you know? Take it easy, Magic. Thanks for dropping by today. Video games are just a way to relax. Your accomplishments in video games aren't actually accomplishments, right? And that is, I think, one of the problems that we have in our world is that men especially, I'll talk to men because that is what I know as a man, a lot of men get a sense of accomplishment out of video games. When they beat a game like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, they feel like that is a brag-worthy thing of, wow, I beat this really hard video game, I did something. No, it's just a hobby, it's an entertainment, it's not an actual accomplishment, right? And there are people who feel like being the #1 Diablo player in the world is an accomplishment worth bragging about. It's not. Video games don't matter that much. They're a fun hobby. They can definitely be a piece of art, but I definitely don't think it's worth bragging about, right? Like, it can be fun. Like, I just broke allegedly in WoW, I broke a world record in WoW just the other day for fastest race time on a race course. It's cool, but I definitely don't feel like I accomplished something, right? It's not like I built a deck. It's not like I built a house. It's not like I did something that I feel is a real accomplishment. He's just not a very convincing heel. It's like watching an overgrown toddler throw a tantrum. Is that Musk or Cena? He's a bad guy. He sided with The Rock. Is The Rock a bad guy? I didn't know The Rock was a heel. I thought The Rock was a goody-goody. Of course, I know nothing about wrestling, so, you know. Go figure, the guy who knows nothing about the topic is wrong. It's John Cena's farewell season. It's probably a good thing, right? I had to Google it. Dude is 47 years old. wrestling requires quite a lot of like physical stamina and ability, right? So like, I understand why you may not want to wrestle when you're 50 years old. Don't want to end up like Hulk Hogan. The Rock turned heel last year and he's been a tweener since he came back. What is a tweener? Fun fact, wrestling became scripted in the 1930s after matches would bore fans to tear because they'd take hours to decide a winner. I think it's hilarious that the man known for having no hair came out with like a hairline. Who would trust that? I don't mind wrestling being scripted. I've told this before as well. I was one of those dumb kids who was like, well, actually, I'm smart. I know that wrestling is fake, so I don't watch that. Not realizing that it can still, it's entertainment, right? It doesn't need to be real. It just needs to be enjoyable. So I missed out on the golden years of wrestling because I was one of those fedora wearing, I'm smarter than everyone kids. And I have regret over that. I really wish I had gotten to enjoy the golden age of wrestling. What about Mike Tyson? That Mike Tyson fight was, it went exactly how I knew that it was going to go, but that was such a huge disappointment to, witness. I miss Macho Man. I always... Oh, and there's another crash. I enjoyed Macho Man for his for the voice, the "Ooh yeah." That's my favorite part of Macho Man. I love watching people like get really hurt in wrestling and then go on the top comment like, "Good thing wrestling is fake, or that would have really hurt." I'm the greatest. Another crash, Monster Hunter. Everyone take a drink of your water. Alright, so here's the thing. That crash is annoying. I really hope that I got to keep my Gracium, because I've been searching for that Gracium for like an hour now, and we finally got one, so it's kind of rare, and I need that Gracium. So if I lost my Gracium, I'm going to be upset. I don't care about having to reload into the game. I care about losing my Gracium. Kayfabe is the act that wrestlers put on outside of the ring to make it seem real, basically playing a character 24/7. I mean, that's the Waffle Night, right? That's me. That's character 24/7, right? I don't actually have terrible opinions. I'm just really, really good at playing a character 24/7. I'm method acting. I'm a wrestler. I'm an athlete. Can you manually save this game? You can only save when you quit. It's one of those, it'll automatically save your game when you exit, because it is also, unfortunately, always online. Even if you're playing the offline mode, it is single player online offline, so... Lying during Lent, new low. Got kicked off. I think my whole thing crashed. The game is causing a lot of issues today, so... Oh yeah, let's try this again. Give me Gracium ore. Calibrite, light crystals, Dude, I just want to mine ore. Leave me alone. I'm not a threat to you. Well, I mean, I am a threat to you, but I'm not actively trying to be a threat to you. I'm just trying to get ore. Nothing. Show me potato salad. Is he asleep or did they take him down? Okay, he's asleep. Okay, so now we need to find, there's one more place I can mine ore that's right over here. Go through here. Here we go. I remember when SimCities came out, the only way it was play was online. Oh yeah, SimCity was a disaster with that. Gracium, oh! Okay, it didn't keep my Gracium, so that's a huge bummer. They have to fix it. I haven't had a single crash on my mid PC, but that's why I see people complain. Yeah, there's so I did the hack where you up your virtual RAM through your system admin abilities, and that did seem to help a little bit, but I am still getting crashes. So it seems like there is just no actual escaping the crashes. They need to update the game. They said that there's going to be an update. They said that they are going to fix some of the things. It should be coming out hopefully today, but in the meantime, you're constantly losing progress, and that's a huge bummer.
All right.
There's no accent in K Fabe. It's a carny sport. There's no eloquence. Does anyone remember Club Penguin? That is another one that I missed out on. A lot of people talked about Club Penguin. I never got to enjoy Club Penguin, but I heard that it was. A good game. It was a lot of fun. It was again one of those things you had to be there for it, right? Like you had to experience it with everyone else.
Right.
Rhea is here. Good morning. Rhea is one of the people who is helping us play the Pandas, a role-playing story that I am doing. Let's see, optional quests. Not a lot of them. Alright, this should be the last time I have to take on this boss, and then I should have enough body parts to make all the things. Neopets. I wanted to play Neopets, but growing up in my parents' house, we had 2 kilobit per second internet. Not megabytes, kilobytes. 2 kilobits per second. On a good day, it was 12 kilobits per second. So, if we wanted to watch a YouTube video, for example, we would load up YouTube, click on the video we wanted to watch, and then we would go to bed. And then if we were really lucky, the video would be about half loaded by morning, and we could watch the video in the morning. So things like Neopets, Flash games, forget it. We could never play, could never do that. Well, I think the game is telling me that I am not going to be able to play anymore. It keeps crashing. Polly Pocket is the best. Hi, Emmy. Sorry, I didn't see your name. Hi, Em. All right. Well, I guess Monster Hunter is out. I guess we are not going to get to play Monster Hunter today, so... Thanks, Obama. I guess we're gonna have to do something else because it just does not want to cooperate. And I gotta go. I left early last week to go, get my oil changed, and I actually have my oil changed today. I left early last week for nothing, so I don't have super long to keep playing, unfortunately, because I've got to go be an adult and do the adult things. Do a Nuzlocke or Stardew. Well, let's see. I don't know. Well, I don't know if I can Nuzlocke because my stuff is frozen right now and I cannot see. I cannot see it. Let's see if we can do this. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, let's try this. No, it won't let... It's frustrating just watching now. I understand the Steam reviews. Yeah. The game is definitely a frustration to play when you're losing your progress randomly. And like yesterday, I played with 0 crashes. Now that I'm streaming, I've had 4 crashes in an hour. So it's just some days it says, yes, we're going to let you play all day. Other days it says, no, you're not allowed to enjoy this at all. So it's kind of picky. You never know what it's going to never know what it's going to let you do. So, okay, let's try this. We're pulling up a new screen. We're going to put it there. Now, wait. It seems to be working. Huh? We might be able to do this. Let's see. The screen is so tiny that I cannot read any of this. So let's make it bigger. We need to delete my data. So that we can restart the Nuzlocke. Let's see. Pokemon Sword, Brilliant Diamond. Okay. Is that the right thing to do? Darn stick drift. Did it work? Oh, I have to remove the... I don't want to delete the game. I don't want to delete the game off there. I just want to delete the save data. How do I just delete save data? Or can I just start a new game? Maybe we'll just try starting a new game. Let's see if it works. I know with Pokemon Sword and Shield, I had to delete it all the time in order to be able to restart Nuzlocks for those. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's loading, so I guess we'll see. So this is the failed Nuzlocke. There's save your data. Just make a new profile. I could probably do that too. Alright, so if we close that, let's play under our second profile. Let's see if that works. I will say this is one of the most frustrating ones to Nuzlocke just because the intro is so long and painful. I definitely hope the next Pokemon game they have a, hey, I've played every Pokemon game ever, so please don't make me do the boring tutorial. I know that's never going to happen, but here we are. Nuzlocke round 2. We know we're going up against a rock gym leader, so we are not going to start with the fire Pokemon. Been working on Dexes lately. I finished Pokemon Legends Arceus, Scarlet and Violet, and now you're working on Swish. Here's my millennial Pokemon shame. I have never fully completed a Pokedex. Never, ever, ever. I have never 100%ed it. Suitcase Simulator is coded in Pokemon history. I need to play something other than Stardew. I'm in a Stardew hole several months. Well, you could get Graveyard Keeper. It's like Stardew Valley, but with a graveyard instead. Yes. No running shoes, so that we cannot run, because everyone knows you cannot run without running shoes. So we'll just slowly hobble on over to places. That'll be fine. We'll just slowly wander. Come to Palia. Palia is wonderful. World of Warcraft also. We are definitely getting back into World of Warcraft. Hello Kitty Island Adventure comes out on the Switch on the 25th, so just 2 more weeks until we get the Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Palia actually just had another update. They released stickers in the game, I believe. I believe you should be able to get like new stickers now for chat and stuff. We'll just slowly wander over here. I thought Hop was the most annoying rival of all time, but this guy might take the cake for the most annoying rival of all time. I am a certified berry hater. And new plushies. There's always new plushies in Palia. They love their plushies. and we're walking, and we're walking, and we're walking. Turn down the noise a little bit. Okay, so do we start with the water Pokemon or the grass Pokemon? We did the fire dude, and the fire dude let us down. We did terribly. Such a huge shame. So, water or grass? Bread, good morning, Bread. Yes, yes, let's go steal the Pokemon. That is a fine idea, Barry. Hubby got me a Bluetooth HDMI thing so I can play your PC on the TV. I have considered that, actually. I've thought about getting a wireless HDMI cable. How does that work? Is it good? What game are we playing? Well, I was originally playing Monster Hunter Wilds, and it crashed so many times that I got frustrated with it. So now we started a Pokemon Diamond Nuzlocke. Okay, so do we want Turtlewig? We don't want Chimchar or Pillup. Dex says to take Pillup, so we're gonna grab him. But doesn't Piplup evolve into that really ugly thing? The Oshawott, I think. Like the unicorn seal thing. I should have gone with Turtwig. The grass type starter is always the best. Piplup is the best. He's no Mudkip, that's for sure. It's a water type. You need all the all the help you can get. That is very true. That is very true. I do need all the help that I can get. I don't know any types of bread. Well, there's sourdough, the best type of bread. There is pita, like flatbread, non-rising bread. There's rye bread. There's pumpernickel bread. There's oat breads. There's soda bread, where you make a loaf of bread using a can of soda. That's pretty good. I'm personally a fan of sourdough. Sourdough is my favorite. I can demolish a loaf of sourdough. You take a slice of sourdough. Okay? Slice of sourdough. A thick layer of mustard, sauerkraut, and pickles. And you've got the most zesty and tangy sandwich you will ever enjoy. And unpopular opinion time, I prefer my sandwiches moist and soggy. There are some people who are like, no, the bread needs to be like firm. No, like I like when you grab your sandwich and it's like it starts to crumble in your hand and like squish under all the sauciness of it. Like, give me a mustard pickle sandwich that is so soggy that the bread is falling apart and I have to eat it with a fork. Like, yes, please. Coffee bread sounds amazing. Yes, coffee bread was amazing. The problem is they put too much coffee in the coffee bread and it gave me a panic attack. So it was delicious, but a little bit too much. Dex. I just threw up in my mouth. It's all about the tang, man. You gotta have the tanginess of the sandwich. We do not have our Pokeballs yet, so this does not count. This does not count for the Nuzlocke challenge. Found it at H Mart. H Mart is the best store in Oregon. Fight me. Soggy ABC sandwich. Soggy sandwiches are the best. Forget me, miss me with that crunchy sandwich thing. No. You should be able to drink your sandwich like a soup. It should be like a good, thick, chunky soup. I stand by that. You can clip that. I will defend that opinion. I have to witness his food crimes in person, and I'm sad for his palate on a daily basis. Homemade French bread? Homemade French bread? I dig that. French bread is good. French bread with just the right amount of like oil and garlic, pesto. Forget about it. Delicious. They make pickle bread. You put a little bit of like dill in there and you get a little bit of that zip in the bread. It's pretty good. I just dry heaved. The best is a peanut butter and honey sandwich, but you let it sit for a little bit and the honey gets all crystallized in the bread and delicious. I will say you can beat peanut butter and honey with peanut butter and butter. Peanut butter and butter is delicious. My grandpa, God rest his soul, that was his favorite sandwich, and he showed me when I was like 6 years old the glory of a peanut butter and butter sandwich. Or like peanut butter and fluffernutter, that the marshmallow stuff is good. He's starving for his stomach. I don't know how he does it. So the trick to not getting sick by eating weird and gross foods is you eat so much hot sauce that your stomach is just already destroyed. Oh wait, we're nicknaming our Pokemon. We have to actually nickname him. What should I nickname the Piplup? Give me a name, chat. What should we name Piplup? Soggy sandwich. Also, Emmy, do you see the key lights? How nice the lighting looks with both my lights on? Criplup? Okay, we'll do Criplup. Royce. Food nicknames. Okay, we'll name the next Pokemon I catch after food. Okay, fun story time. Since Dex said Royce, as you all know, my knowledge is an amalgamation of very strange things. I can know absolutely everything about a topic, and some topics I know absolutely nothing about. So one day we're doing icebreakers at my old job, and we're doing one of the 2 truths and a lie. And one of the people comes by and talks about like, oh, I like this, I like that. And their third one was, I have a Rolls Royce in my garage. Like I was supposed to be impressed by that. I was like, I don't what is a Rolls Royce? Like, why are you trying to brag about that? Like, why am I supposed to be impressed that you have a Rolls Royce in your garage? I have since then learned what a Rolls Royce is, and I am impressed by that. But you could see like the deflation in them when they're like, what do you mean you're not impressed? What do you mean you don't know what a Rolls Royce is? Like, they were so offended that I dared to not be impressed by their brag because I was just too stupid to understand their brag. We went to Joann's and we waited in line for like 2 hours for fabric to be cut because it took forever. Bread is the perfect homemade French bread. We did get Bluey fabric and we got Cowboy Ghost fabric. Very cute. All right, we're about ready to get our Pokeballs, so the Nuzlocke is about to officially start. French bread pizza. That does sound good. You know what I haven't tried that I think would be good? If you made pizza, but instead of tomato sauce, you put down a layer of mustard and some pickles. Like a pickle pizza. I feel like I just really need to have some pickles and mustard. I'm stuck on that right now, so... I feel like a zesty pizza could be good. Something that's got a little bit of zip to it. Like sauerkraut pizza. Sauerkraut pizza is delicious. I once had, it was an Oktoberfest pizza, and it was like, you know, a pizza crust, and then they put down a white sauce, sauerkraut, and German sausage on it. And that was delicious. Did we get our Pokeballs? I wasn't paying attention. We got our Pokemon. You want a Cubano on French bread? Yes, that is what I want. Okay, we did not get our Pokeballs yet. Who's gonna give us our Pokeballs? I was not paying attention. What are we doing? Why are you like this? Hey, what quest did you give me? What am I supposed to do? No. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna go buy some Pokeballs and start the run and figure out where we're going. Do I have a mod squad? I don't think we have a mod squad here. I do want to try, though, the new craze is dirty sodas. There's a bunch of dirty sodas I want to try that are like, oh, this is a Diet Coke with a vanilla and root beer flavoring and blueberries, and that sounds really good, but I have not, they're all full sugar, and y'all know I don't do sugar, so I haven't gotten to try a dirty soda yet. The yarn's almost gone, like half the aisle. All right, Route 201. Our first Pokemon is... a Route 1 bird. Who could have possibly seen that coming? We get a Route 1 bird. The square root of 144 is 12? That is accurate, yes. That is correct. Alright, Starly, someone said we need to name you Bread, so let's bread you up. Yes, you shall be Bread. $144 eggs is called a gross of eggs. I'm pretty sure they actually renamed that bubble. As of last month, getting a gross of eggs has been renamed to a mortgage of eggs. Do you see how I took that unoriginal joke and I made it my own? That's the kind of content that you come here for. That is why you wake up at 5 a.m. to watch me stream. Oh, good. She's gonna tell me. What are we doing? I didn't. Do we need to go back and talk to our mom? Is that? Yeah, we need to go talk to our mom. We're going back. You have huge storage containers full of yarn. You can never have too much yarn. The crafting supplies is one of those things where you can never have too many crafting supplies, right? Like, there's always room for more crafting supplies. Hello, Mom. I'm abandoning the family to go be a Pokemon master. Please give me my running shoes. Thank you. Yep, got a guidebook. Thank you. Journey, adventure. Yep. Need to get more fabric. I'm really determined to make myself more clothing. So I watched a TikTok. Of a person who went to, they went to like a Goodwill and they bought different coats and jackets and things from Goodwill, and then they recycled the fabric from the used clothing they bought there and turned it into their own clothing. And people got so mad at them. Like, they were so angry and like, how dare you buy clothing from a secondhand store and turn it into clothing for yourself? Like, don't you think that poor people and overweight people deserve clothing too? Like, if you can afford to be so crafty, then go buy your own fabric and make your own clothing. Stop recycling our own fabrics. It was the most outrageous, well, I'll take it. It is the second most outrageous take I have seen on the internet today. The most outrageous take I saw was someone saying that if you want to date your friends, then that is some Freudian level mental illness, that no one should want to date your friends. If you want to date your friend, that means there's something wrong with you. You should only want to date complete strangers. And that was the most outrageous take I've ever seen on the internet. The look he gives me every time I say I need more embroidery floss. I'm pretty sure you own the entire catalog of floss. I'm fairly certain you own every floss from DMC. So there's that. What? Yeah, Tumblr is not exactly known for its stellar opinions. Arceus is 10'6". That's pretty impressive. 10'6". I'm pretty sure there are bigger Pokemon than that, though. Arceus is a short king, apparently. Alright, we're going to Route 202, which means it's time for a new Pokemon. We have a chance to catch either a one of those shocky electric star Pokemon, or like a Bidoof, I think. I used to be on that cesspool. This man wants Cabano soup pizza, but dating complete strangers is insane. I'm not saying debating or dating complete strangers is insane. I'm saying the insane take is saying that no one should want to date their friends. Like, I feel like that's a fairly normal thing for people to do, is date their friends. All right, we're gonna catch a Bidoof. Probably. Shinx, that's its name. It's a Shinx or a Bidoof. that has a chance of spawning on this route. Last run, we ran to an Abra, which was incredibly rare, like 10% chance. We couldn't catch it, but it was still kind of cool to see an Abra show up in a Nuzlocke run, right? All right, looks like we got a Shinx. Does it have Intimidate? Give us the Intimidate. It has Intimidate. Okay, this is a good Shinx. We can use this Shinx. Not in the first gym, but the problem we have against this Shinx, though, is that both of my Pokemon are weak to Electric. So if it knows anything Electric, we are in trouble. Shinx is the best, but I don't think he'll help on the first gym. You are absolutely right. Shinx will be no use to us on the first gym. Wow, that was a very intimidating leer. Good job, Shinx. All right, what should we name the Shinx? 1, 2, 3. So we have Criplup, we have Bread. Let's get a name for Shinx. After you said electric, I said boogie, oogie, oogie. We could probably fit that in there. Electric boogie. Soup pizza. I like that. Soup it is. Soup pizza. Name all your Pokemon different kinds of bread. Deep dish. All right. Tristan with his Starly. All right, Piplup. Hit it with the water gun. All right. All right. I can't quite see, so we're gonna increase the size of this here. This is why I'm terrible at Nuzlocke. So here's what's going on. My Piplup has 5 HP left. I was not paying attention, but it just hit me with a water gun or a quick attack. I don't know how much that quick attack did. So the question is, do I hit it with another water gun and knock it out and risk it using a quick attack on me and knocking me out? Or do I switch to a different Pokemon and risk losing that Pokemon? We're on Route 1. This is the first trainer. And I'm already at risk of losing the Nuzlocke. Like, this isn't fair. This isn't how it's supposed to be. If it uses another quick attack, I am going to lose my Piplup already. If I switch Pokemon, I've only got Bread, who's level 2, who might not be able to take him down because everyone else is hurt. I'm already in the worst possible position to be in, and it's the first trainer. What is your favorite and least favorite Pokemon? Oh man, that is such a hard question. Design-wise, I love the Tinkatuff line and the House Mouse or Family Mouse or whatever that thing is. But like, Bulbasaur's been there since day one for me, right? Like, Bulbasaur was the OG with me on my journey. So, same with Squirtle. Those two have that special place in my heart. But also, like, Kabutops. I always thought Kabutops had the coolest design. You're a bad Pokemon master? I am a bad Pokemon master. Least favorite Pokemon? I gotta say is Charizard. Charizard is overrated. All right, so he went with the quick attack, and there goes Piplup. We're losing to the first trainer. We are truly something awful. Now it uses Growl. You couldn't have growled at me before. You couldn't have given me a fighting chance, Tristan. You couldn't have given me. Wow, we're gonna lose to the first trainer. My Starly did 0 damage there. Look at this. This is outrageous. Stop growling at me. I'm already doing no damage. He's doing 1 damage a tackle here. This guy's got an overpowered Starly. I guess I should have went back and healed, huh? Probably would have been a good thing to go heal. All right, we're gonna intimidate it to drop down its power. And we have to hope that that intimidate is enough. And there it is, the end of the Nuzlocke. We lost in a new record. We have lost to the first trainer. I gotta say that is probably a new record for the worst Nuzlocke ever ran in the history of ever. That was impressively bad. Good morning, Ty. Even for me, that was pretty impressively bad. I lost to the first trainer because I didn't go back and heal. I am the worst Pokemaster of all time, and I continue to defend that title. Being the worst Pokemon trainer. Like, we have there's that other new Pokemon game coming out. Pokemon Champions is going to be coming out this year, and I am really nervous about playing Pokemon Champions because I'm real bad. So I do not know how I'm going to fare in Pokemon Champions. Lesson learned. I am the worst. Like, you could probably that goldfish that plays Pokemon is probably better at Pokemon than I am. So here's what I'm thinking. We're just gonna keep going because if I was to restart, everything would be the exact same, right? I would catch a Bidoof, I would catch the Shinx, I would still have my Piplup. We didn't actually make it far enough to actually make a difference. So the only thing that could possibly be different is that we might have caught a Bidoof instead of a Shinx. I'm not gonna redo the tutorial for that possibility. So we're just gonna keep going. That's what we're gonna do here. You can't be that dumb, right? Oh, my friend, you have so much to learn when it comes to Pokemon. You will be surprised. It's 7. I probably should get going here soon. I hear that train. I hear the train, which unfortunately means I'm gonna have to go to the oil change place a different route because that train is standing there blocking the train tracks as it do every morning. Lo and behold, I am the worst Pokemaster of all time. I did beat Pokemon Legend Arceus with just Bidoofs though, so it's one of those things where, like, I lost on the first trainer here, but we beat a game with just Bidoofs. So, like, you never know. You just never know with Waffles. All right, let's heal up and let's save, and then I've got to go get my oil changed. So save the game. There we go. All right, and just for Lent, how about we bring back our prayer time? In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to stream this morning and hang out with friends. We pray today for the Pope, the health of the Pope, who has been in serious condition for the last few weeks. Lord, help him to recover. We pray for all the world leaders who seem to be making terrible decisions lately. Help them to be guided by your hand to make decisions that will benefit all the people who they are supposed to represent. We pray for all the people who are suffering, all the poor, the hungry, all the people who don't have enough. Lord, help to provide to them and help us to remember them as their brothers and sisters and to give more this Lenten season to help solve that problem. We pray for all the people who are students, who are out there learning, whether they be in college or high school or middle school. Help them to learn, help them to grow, help them to find you, Lord. And finally, for Lent, we pray for penance. Lord, help us all to do better. Help us all on our journeys to grow closer to you. Help us to overcome our Lenten challenges, and in doing so, understand you a little bit better. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Again, sorry that I am terrible at Pokemon, and sorry that Monster Hunter decided not to work. That is a huge frustration, but here we are. So, I will be back at it again eventually. I need to get a set schedule. When I do have one, I will tell you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a blessed day, and we will see you all again soon.